Jaren, how's it feel to be officially named QB1?
Yeah, it's good, man. I mean, now the work really begins. Time to focus in on Arizona. So, for today, enjoy with my wife and my family. It's fun, but we got to go win on Saturday. So,
Mitch and then Trevor.
Yeah, Jaren, what do you feel you did in camp that separated you from the competitors in this heated race?
for me in camp, it was really just about taking care of the ball, executing our offense the best of my abilities, getting the ball into our playmakers' hands, and I feel like I did a good job of doing that. But again, it's easy when you got the guys that we do around us. So it was a good camp, and I felt like I was able to just go out there and show 4 years of experience and just play ball the way I know to.
Jaren, what do you feel your biggest strength will be as QB1 going into week 1 against Arizona?
I think just time in the offense, going on my fourth season here with the same coaches, the same playbook. So I think just understanding the ins and outs and understanding where our strengths are at. So I think for me, it's just that time spent in the playbook and understanding that.
Okay, Jay, go ahead, and then Dana.
Hey, Jaren, congratulations. We spoke, I think that was in January, and when you decided not to play baseball. Do you feel like this is validation for that decision? That this kind of validates that you did the right thing?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, you've seen guys in college, do both, right? But for me, I think as far as my body goes, I think being healthy was a big part of this. So in that sense, absolutely, it's a good time to kind of focus in on football and take care of some of the things, off the field that were affecting that. So, yes and no.
Hey, Jaren. Obviously, there's a long tradition of starting quarterbacks at BYU. Obviously, Zach Wilson last year. Do you feel the weight and the importance of being the next starting quarterback at BYU?
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't call it a weight. There's been great quarterbacks historically throughout BYU, so I think it's more an excitement to kind of follow in those footsteps of all the predecessors before that have won, X amount of games and done so well. So for me, it's exciting, and I'm just looking forward to getting out there and, doing what I can.
All right, last two questions, Sean and then Jake.
Jaren, you touched on this a little bit, but maybe I could follow up some on it. This obviously isn't your first rodeo. 2 years ago, started a couple games and all of that. But you've talked through the summer about getting better with every rep and every week and whatnot. How are you different and maybe better from that quarterback that we saw a couple years ago start a couple games?
I think understanding before the play even begins, where my options are at. I think that'll allow me just to get through things quicker. My processing will be much faster, and just understanding where we can take some yards and where you just got to get rid of the ball and just accept another down to go do something. So I think just the processing everything quicker and just understanding beforehand what's going on.
Jaren, when it comes to you as a player, we've talked to you in the past, but how has your skill set changed in the time you've been at BYU as a quarterback as compared to maybe what it was in 2019?
Yeah, I think early on in my years, I kind of relied on my athletic ability, outside of when plays would break down and sometimes maybe a little too much. And I think today, again, just processing things quicker and understanding the offense better, knowing against certain looks when our concepts are going to be good and when they're not. So, again, just for me, it's just been experience and being more comfortable, being in the pocket and understanding where to go and when to, use that athletic ability on the side to make something happen.
All right, thanks, Jaren.
Thank you.